Hello YouTube, welcome to
Another episode of Leo and
Dad.
Gaming.
So, today we are back in a game we haven't played for a while actually.
Yeah.
It's Subnautica.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not like it's a land and sea thing. It's just sea thing. Okay, so that's why we're underwater.
yes, we're in the sea, deep down under the water. This is a creative mode game. Obviously part of Subnautica is simply to play through the amazing story that is associated with it. But we found another cool project. We did this a little while back, but we didn't do any recordings, and it's not finished. But we thought we'd show you, and if you like it, I think it'll be a really cool project to try and complete.
Yeah.
But basically, what we decided to try and do is to build a natural history museum in Subnautica.
Ta-da!
And ta-da!
Most of those
Here it is.
towers don't even have anything in them.
It's still early days, but we're gonna go down, give you a little look at what we've been doing so far, at least. There are so many details and stories about the life and the plants in Subnautica that we decided it would be really cool to actually try and document them and go out and collect them in all the different kind of biomes. So here we have a extremely undecorated and quite sort of not very friendly arrival into the museum at the moment. We'll put some vending machines and some seating in here, maybe even some nice plants or something.
Yeah.
But we're not quite there at finalized decorating. We've mainly been out trying to collect some stuff from some of the shallower zones to begin with.
Yeah.
And that's why you can see we've used these signs so you can move through. Really the main one we've done right now is the grassy plateaus.
And the safe shallows, which is going the other way.
Yeah, and then we're working on the mushroom forest.
Yeah.
And then we made what's called a drop-off cafe, which we will show you in this video. But we'll just move through and show you this first section.
Down
And
the safe shallows maybe, because that's
well,
this.
we'll show the courtyard and stuff like that, and then just go to the cafe, and then we'll see. But first of all, we're also you can grow things outside in Subnautica now. Inside the story-driven game, a lot of these have a purpose, but we're growing them because they look amazing.
Yeah.
And we thought it'd be really cool to have kind of like a courtyardy feel inside the Natural History Museum with real living plants still.
Yeah.
And then inside, now there's a little bit of a glitch here that we didn't quite plan for. We got some grass sticking through, but yeah. So this first part is like a real museum where you got some
Because
pictures.
actually the grass coming through the floor is grassy plateau grass.
That's right. Hey, amazing.
Yeah.
So we got pictures. We've been out. You can take photographs in Subnautica of all the different things. So we've actually been out swimming around, diving, trying to find some decent pictures of different kinds of species, plants and animals. And then, of course, right now you can also look out, and here's the real deal. You can see the bubbles that comes
Yeah,
from
because
brain
Feral
corals.
Papyrus is just over there.
That's right, and we had a picture of that. I think it's upstairs.
No,
Let's
it's
try and climb up here.
the
See, there's the brain coral that
Yeah.
creates the bubbles. Now, we know, because we played the game, that when you're inside a cave, if you find a brain coral, it's really useful, because it'll give you extra oxygen. Some redwood, yeah. And part of the fun is simply just for us to kind of swim around and try and find cool pictures of some of these plants. I kind of like our reef back picture here with sun streaming down through
because
it.
the reef back is a giant living thing which brain corals and things actually grow on. As you can see there, the row cradle.
That was actually on a reef back, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Along
And so
with
was
the
the regress shell there.
And
So-
the brain coral.
Yeah. So we can head up again. Here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a biter.
Nom
This
nom nom.
funny fish that's got two sets there. But they're so cool fish. And here are a few example creatures
Oh,
that you
sand
find
sharks.
out on that grassy plateau. They are not that friendly, these guys, normally. But because these ones have been grown in a tank, they don't really. And then, of course, because we are in that biome, we built a window straight out to it here, so that you can look out directly into it. some more pictures. That one's not. But here, this is basically what the sand shark does out in the wild. It kind of rummages through the sand.
Yeah, because it
Kinda kicks it
actually
up.
goes under the sand.
Yeah, just a bit of mood picture where you can see. Sorry, there's
Like fish.
our sea moth and things are showing up through that picture there. Here you can kind of see a bit more of the structure of the whole museum as we come through. We have a very, very big tank that goes up through the central atrium courtyard there,
There's
and
some
some other
fish.
things.
There's a type of fish that just breeds and breeds and breeds.
Yeah, but if we just hop up here, this is sort of our top level, so you can see we have a few more aquariums.
Yeah.
We got spadefish.
Which is actually
and a
just
picture of
outside.
them.
They actually live in this biome.
Well, in this case, yes, they do. But obviously, for some of the other biomes that we're going to do later, that won't necessarily be the case. But what we've been trying to do is we put a picture and a name, and then the actual aquarium right next to each other,
Yeah.
so that you can make head and tail. And then there's like a little observation area here, and that's a little bit like what we talked about with the first.
Yep.
entrance.
And you got chips.
Yeah,
Altera chips.
Yes, and stuff like that. It's just a vending machine. And then
Those brown things are the one that breed like crazy. Bonefish.
bone sharks, yeah.
Bone sharks.
And you also got the ones from the creepvine clusters. What are they called again? I can't even remember. It's so long since we played this game
Oh,
now.
and then there's also the jelly rays at the bottom.
Yeah, so that but this tank is right now just kind of a holding tank until we get places built for all the different kind of biomes. So the idea is we'll try and have a tower like this to describe different biomes.
Yeah.
So it may be that we need to expand at some point, but the next one that we are going to be working on is this one over here, where there will be a connection down eventually when we get it created. And this will be the mushroom forest biome in here, because there's lots of details and lots of different kinds of plants and life and pictures we can take in Subnautica, and of course we'll get some more windows into these towers as well. There you can actually see down to the tank in the grassy plateau. So there's not much point in running around a whole bunch of empty towers to show you those, but I think what we will do to finish off this video is we're gonna go and visit the cafe.
Yeah.
Maybe sit down and have a little cup of coffee.
Yeah.
well,
We do actually have coffee.
We do have coffee. So again, if we look down this way, that's where we came in from the entrance and the grassy plateau, and then there's kind of a long corridor carrying on through here.
Yeah.
That's nice. See, we come out to a nice big drop off here. where you
There's
can see
actually
the
one
rocks.
of the mushrooms from the mushroom forest.
Yeah, and look at that. Look at the drop off we have here.
There's the mushrooms from the mushroom.
Yeah, and some jelly rays swimming around out in the wild, which is really nice. Yeah, so this is the transition zone between the grassy plateau and the mushroom forest. And that's also kind of why we started with these, because they're a bit easier to get to take pictures and things. Obviously, as we move to some of the more remote biomes.
We're gonna maybe need to spawn in the Cyclops and put it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, because we're going to be carrying specimens back and all this kind of stuff, and taking lots of pictures. So we're going to be, on long expeditions away from the museum. But that's actually a little bit like real old natural history museums used to be. People went away to far-flung corners of the world and made collections. So we got a nice little cafe here where you can just sit and look out over the magic of these mushroom forests, and we even got some observation areas if we hop down a level. Or is it two
Down
levels?
another
That's another part of the cafe here. Oh, it's kind of nice how you sit right next to the red grass here. But let's hop down one more.
But
And then
apparently
go-
down 145 meters.
Yeah. But that's Subnautica for you. And here we are.
Whoa, look at
There,
all
it just rendered in all of it. It is a very beautiful world.
And then there is a huge piece of ship
We do
that got blown off the big ship.
we do need to upgrade our graphics card
Yeah.
so we can make a little bit more use of this. But so, if we just finish with a look up here, that is where we're at with the Natural History Museum of Subnautica.
Yeah.
Hit that like button if you'd like to see more.
Yeah.
Maybe we can show you collections from some of the other biomes as we get on with them.
Yeah.
But for now, it's thank you from
Leo and
Dad.
Gaming.